Hello, and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table actual play production of Colony of the Damned. I almost forgot. Brought to you by, and I got this new thing here that I can do, Poppets Coffee. If you love good coffee, head over to poppetscoffee.com and pick some up. Now, without further ado, we're just going to dive right back in because there's a lot going on right now. We've got a near mutiny that happened.
That's a bit exaggerative. I just said the word mutiny.
And Lucia has lost her husband.
Mm-hmm.
And they've got two new folks because Sonny died as well. Three new folks because Sonny died as well. And now they are on the Reckless heading to Tunnel Station. And I explained it in the last episode that Tunnel Station is this absolutely massive space station that's not in orbit around any planet. And approximately 13, 14 years ago, this was the only way to get between Banshee and Earth, unless you had a ship named the Unity, and nobody knows what happened to the Unity. The Unity being the first ship that was able to transverse the space between, and it, of course, is also a Hellstromme Industries product, just like the Tunnel Station is. The group were contacted by one Marta Deal to come out and discuss possible employment. Miss Deal wishes to charter the Reckless to take her and her team to an as yet undisclosed location. And she has offered to pay them $10,000 or 10,000 credits plus their normal operating expenses, which would be food, water, air, and fuel. And when we cut off, they were approaching the dock or approaching the station, and Lucia, the radio suddenly chimes. You're being hailed.
Are they saying anything?
Right now, it's just the chirp saying, "Hey, you've got a message coming in."
So I'll do whatever I need to do to pull up that message and see who's talking to me.
Open comms.
Yeah, open comms. That's the words I'm looking for. Thank you.
You're welcome. So as you open comms, you hear a very calm, professional sounding voice come across. Private ship Reckless. This is Tunnel Station. You have already been cleared to dock at docking ring 1387. Please proceed along that path. Once you are in range, we will assume control of your ship for the final docking procedures. Do you copy?
Copy. I'll start navigating our ship that way.
Yep. And as soon as they tell you, it's a little disturbing, but suddenly up on your heads-up display on your controls, one of the docking rings that's attached to the side of the tunnel station is flashing. Like, it's the ring itself is not physically flashing, but there's an indicator on your screen notifying you where to go.
That's cool.
Fancy.
We fancy like Apple. Nope, can't do that.
All right, give me a piloting check.
I had a feeling that was coming. Do you want to unpause the game so I can do that?
I mean, you can always make a roll. Just hit C to open your sheet.
To be clicked on the right window first. Where are you? Buttons. Woo, I did it.
So you bring the Reckless around and line up and get close. And once you're about half a kilometer away, the automated systems takes over your ship and brings you in for a nice, let's see how smooth of a docking procedure this is.
If it's not smooth, it ain't my fault.
And it's a little bumpy, but it's not terrible. That's what happens when you let a computer drive your ship. Once on board, you are greeted by Hellstromme Marines. And these guys look like they mean business. This is pretty much how they're dressed. It's not power armor, but it's definitely better armor than what you guys have.
And this is a space station?
Yep.
So I am wearing my spacesuit. Learned that lesson.
I don't understand. Why would you wear your space station or wear your spacesuit on a space station?
I should probably get one of those from storage.
I'm pulling mine out of storage.
There's a whole squad of Marines waiting for you, and one of them steps forward, raises his faceplate, and says, "You're the crew of the Reckless?
Yep, that'd be us.
Follow me." And as he turns and starts walking away, do you guys start to follow him immediately?
Yes.
Yes.
I guess.
Chap?
Yeah, I'll follow him. Sorry, I was working on trading a spacesuit to myself.
Okay. All right. So as you guys start moving the squad of Marines, it's about 5 of them in total, the one who was in charge, and 4 others. The other 4 kind of spread out around you, and you notice as you guys are going that folks are getting out of your way. They're not like intentionally like suddenly veering off. It's like they kind of glance up, see what's happening, and they kind of scoot out of the way a bit.
Is that because of the Marines?
Probably. You get the feeling that they are definitely feared would probably be the best word. And
Not respected?
after 3 lifts and a total of about 20 minutes walking, you guys are finally let into a conference room. The leader of this patrol or of this squad motions for you all to sit and says, "Ms. Deal will be with you in just a moment."
Excellent.
She's a pretty big deal.
Mongo, goddammit.
It takes about 10 minutes, and then in walks rather than immediately describe her, I'm going to throw the image up for the rest of you guys. So for those of you listening, she is a tall African-American woman. She's wearing glasses. She's got a data pad that she's holding. Her hair is tied back into a very severe bun, and she has a very serious look on her face.
No.
And as she comes in, she nods to you guys. She sits down and says, "Good morning. My name is Marta Deal, and I am here to discuss with you the terms of the contract we'd like to hire you for."
Or just nod at her.
Very good.
I'm struggling with my keys. I was trying to unmute myself and not succeeding.
So, I am in need of a crew to take me down to 2 and escort me deeper inland on the continent of 2, or as we prefer to call it up here. Oh, my brain just shut down. Vanessa.
That's a weird name for a planet. Oh, Vanessa. Okay.
As you may know, while everyone else calls the continents 1 and 2, those of us here at Hellstromme believe that the appropriate names, Darius and Vanessa, are the more appropriate names. Anyway.
For my reference, 2 is a continent on which planet?
Banshee.
Oh, we're going back to Banshee. Fucking bugs.
Now, there will be some danger involved. 2 has not had any successful colonization efforts on the part of us or any other human group. Most of the Anooks there are of the extremely violent temperament. Unfortunately, I've only been authorized to take 1 squad of Marines, so I am looking to take a squad of well-heeled and well-experienced troubleshooters with me as well. And after the job that you folks did with the Nemesis and a few other situations that I've seen, I understand you had a little spat with one of the 13 over on the Widowmaker.
Don't know that I'd call it just a spat, but sure.
We took her down.
Anyway,
have you been briefed on the situation on Banshee recently?
we are very much aware of the event known as the Reckoning.
No, I'm talking about the bugs.
Yes, that is part of the Reckoning.
Oh, I didn't know it had a name. Sorry. Continue.
That's all right. I will forgive your ignorance on this matter. As I was saying,
Lucy is definitely trying not to laugh.
So is Wisteria, just like, oh.
our
Here
objective
in front of my after cider. That's what
our objective is to reach the wreckage of the Unity. And once we are there, there is some records and the black box, as well as possibly even the engine core that we need to recover. I am willing to pay each of you $10,000 in credits, as well as covering your ship's costs and expenses.
Oh, that's 10,000 each.
Yes.
That is what she
Why would
said.
I only pay you 10,000 total?
You just made the whole pot just that much sweeter. Makes up for your disposition. But yeah, I think, and we're just there for guard duty. We're not
An escort.
be putting, we're not the engineers taking apart the Unity.
That is correct.
We know for sure the Unity is on too.
Yes. A year ago, it erupted into our space. And right after the world storm ended is when it crashed. And unfortunately, it crashed into 2, and it took me this long to get permission to go and salvage what we can from it.
I have a couple of questions.
Yes,
When are you wanting to leave?
as soon as possible.
Okay. With that said, on the way back, are you able to grant us rights to the shipyard salesman?
Ah,
Because it seems to be a bit guarded up here.
well, yes, we really do not want Overkill and his UN forces to take away our toys, so to speak. They've already caused enough problems when they inserted a virus into the transmuter software that the transmuters used to use.
But was that a yes to the question of letting us get our ship a bit retrofitted up here? Because, I mean, this is the best station for that.
As long as you're willing to pay for it, yes, you may,
Oh,
of course, get
absolutely.
your ship retrofitted here.
We have
And
some.
I will authorize up to $50,000 worth of any repair work related to this mission to be done as well. So if your ship gets damaged, while on this mission. We will cover $50,000 worth of the repairs.
Well, Lucia, what do you think?
I think this sounds like a good deal. It'd be dumb to turn it down.
Is there anything else we should know about this mission before we head out?
You will be told what you need to know as you need to know it.
Of course, but I mean, like what kind of trouble are we expecting?
I thought I already said that.
I mean, of course, but like, do you have any more details on that?
Remember what we came across at the campsite?
Violent
More of them.
xenophobic Anooks.
Yeah, that, but worse.
So we are definitively expecting a fight.
Not necessarily, but if we run across any, there's probably going to be a fight.
You don't pay this much money and not expect some sort of struggle.
It's true.
Don't
Now
worry, I'm sure it's going to be good research.
And Chappie kind of pipes up. Are you bringing a translator?
I believe, as our Marines put it, their damnations are the only translator we need.
And I pat. They let us carry weapons, correct?
Oh, yeah, they did not take your weapons from you.
All right. I pat the gun. I got a universal translator right here.
Very good. If we're all in agreement, and she touches something on her data pad, and in front of each of you, a section of the conference table slides open, and you see a contract on a screen. Please read through the contract and sign with your thumbprint at the bottom.
And Mongo will read every line of that contract.
Wisteria's also reading through that contract.
Lucia is more of a skim it and get the high points and sign it really fast.
So is Asteri.
And Chappie is also a line by line.
So
Because he
All
doesn't,
right.
he doesn't mind reading.
I low-key considered not reading it at all.
So, for the
Because that would fit with the impulsive
three
thing.
of you who are, the three of you who are reading it line by line, I need either an athletics or a research roll.
athletics.
Or not athletics,
Interesting.
academics.
Oh,
That makes way
Wow.
more sense.
I was about to say, wow.
I was just wondering like how that worked, but okay.
I was down for it because I don't have research or academics, but I got athletics.
I was about to say that's like a new kind of reading right there.
Speed reading.
It's the same kind of same type of reading that goblins in Pathfinder do.
I was also picturing like when Judy Hopps is both studying and doing sit-ups in the training montage in Zootopia.
Boom. That is a 4. That is a pass.
All right, Chappie and Wisteria.
Now, can I do a persuasion check to have her point out the important keynotes?
Ooh.
Ooh. You can indeed attempt it. Let me roll hers to see what your target number is going to be. And I'm going to keep this on blind.
I'm having a hard time finding my my
Me.
skills right now. I don't know why.
Press C to pull up your character sheet,
Corey.
and it's under the traits tab, and it's just a whole list of them on the left-hand side there.
Whenever you are ready, Chappie.
All right, you do have it set?
I have a target number on my screen.
I'm debating if I want to use my point of conviction on this.
Oh. It's better than using your action deck, you.
Bruh.
I will use my point of conviction on this.
Ooh. Chappie calls upon his conviction.
Do I want to fish for hire?
I mean, you can't get any lower
Right. I
unless
think
it's
I
critical
will.
fail.
Because the conviction die does not change, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
All right. I will spend a Benny on this.
All right. It is still sitting at the same.
I feel like a 5 is pretty good. But she is a pretty important person, so she probably has pretty decent. Like, just thinking aloud on that. We'll go ahead and pitch one more at it.
Ooh, you got up to a 6.
And we will keep it there.
All right. As you ply your charming self, she just calmly looks at you and says, "It's all right there in the paperwork."
Like, any key points about, like, dismemberment, next of kin, stuff like that?
It's all right there in the paperwork.
Just imagine Mongo pulling out this like tiny set of reading glasses out of nowhere. And just,
All right, so I didn't get any basically extra on that, so then I will actually read the contract now.
All right.
And I'm not going to do any better on that, so...
All right. Chappie and Wisteria, you guys don't see anything out of the ordinary. Mongo, however, as you look, you notice that the one thing that really stands out, it's got your standard, we'll do our best to return your remains to your next of kin as well as any and all of your belongings type of deal. What it's lacking, however, is a termination date for the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement that's a part of this. Which means anything that you do on this mission, you technically won't be allowed to talk about.
What happens in Fight Club stays in Fight Club.
everybody else sign theirs.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's the deal.
I guess realistically, Wisteria doesn't see that part, so I guess she would go ahead and sign it. But in a very meta way, I'm like, I know she wouldn't if she caught that, but she didn't, so she'll sign.
Right?
Does Asteri notice it?
Nope, you just signed it.
Now, as you're looking it over and everything, I'm assuming you're trying to think of a way to get around this, right?
Yeah.
Make a let me look here. What would be most appropriate? Make a common knowledge roll with a -1.
It's better than an unskilled roll. All right, let's come on. No, we're not. We're going to spend a Benny on that. I want to see a success. Thank you.
As you're thinking about it, while yes, you technically are bound by the NDA, but the only two governments in system would be the UN, which everybody hates, and the Banshee government, which you guys are in pretty good with. So the odds of them being able to successfully sue you would be very slim. However, if you got caught, you doubt they would allow you to buy any of their toys.
Is this able to be written on?
No.
Okay.
It's almost like they've had people try and change the contract before.
I'm just going to just write on a little clause, initial it, have her initial it, and then move on. But And I have not signed the contract.
And she's sitting there waiting, and as everybody else signs as they finish reading, she then looks over towards you. Is there a problem, sir?
I just don't necessarily agree with all the verbiage in this, but my crew's going. I'm going.
If you don't sign the contract, then we're not obligated to pay you.
That's fair.
Just him specifically, or the whole crew?
Just him.
Understood.
Very well. Captain, I will be sending you a private message with the coordinates that we will be landing at. Or, well, not the coordinates that we'll be landing at, but the coordinates of the Unity. And we'll have to find a landing area from there.
Understood.
All of you need to understand that once we land on 2, there will be no help that can get to us quickly or easily. We will be on our own.
I mean, I'm kind of used to that anyway, I feel. So I do appreciate the warning.
Very well. As soon as you folks are ready, we can leave.
All right, is there anything we need to get done, crew, before we head out?
Just as long as the Reckless was gassed up per agreement.
All right, we'll refuel and then we'll set out.
Okay.
Ariel is ready whenever everyone else is ready.
All right. So heading back, it takes another 11 days because nothing
Do I
has
need
really...
to do a piloting check?
You do indeed to cover the trip. 5, 10, 11.
Whee!
Ooh.
Oh.
Fuck. Hello.
Sitting on a 2 before she spins the Benny and changes it into a 7.
I don't want to crash.
And let's see if anything fun finds you guys on the way.
I don't like the things that James finds fun.
Oh, there's some,
Imagine how his
Usually
wife
gonna
feels.
die.
there's some really fun critters out there.
Yeah, but that means we're gonna die, possibly.
Maybe. I mean,
Can't be any worse than what happened to everyone at the Hit Me With Your One Shot from Halloween Night Train. You can find that on our YouTube.
Nice plug.
Yeah. Shameless.
shameless plug.
I do need to watch it. I didn't get a chance to last night, so
It was a lot of fun.
I'm sad. I want to play it.
Oh, there's still 2 adventures left in that book.
Yeah.
So maybe the next one.
Each of them are standalone. So
We all get
yes,
more opportunities.
I will say it right now. There will be 2 more Hit Me With Your One Shots where you get to hear this.
Everyone say hi to Ruse.
regret giving that idea.
Let's go.
All right.
Then
Fun.
What was that, Mike? You cut out.
Did anything fun happen?
Nope. The trip is uneventful. And as you are coming in, you're doing a flyby, and I need a notice check for whoever's operating the sensors, be it the pilot or somebody else.
I will do it. Unless somebody has a better notice than me.
Oh, I got a D4 notice, but
Same.
and actually, I'd probably be avoiding the cockpit a little bit. So no, I will not be.
Why? Because I
making
threatened
that
to
check.
kill you?
Yeah, that's it.
Siri doesn't. Or the Ariel. I need to stop accidentally mixing up character names.
You do.
Ariel doesn't have a better notice, unfortunately.
Okay, I just do it. Buttons. I've got the buttons. me.
Wow.
That sucks. I don't see shit.
Hey, look, the ground. Why is it so close?
Oh,
That's
geez.
not it. It's you have flown for hours trying to
And I
find
can't find the landing spot.
some place that's safe to land. And this continent, you don't think there's a square inch of flat ground out there. And finally, Deal walks up into the cockpit as she realizes you guys have been flying circles for hours. And she says, "Is there a problem, Captain?"
I ain't finding anywhere worth landing. This can't find a bit of flat ground. Sensors aren't picking anything up.
Fly us back to the coordinates I gave you, and I shall operate the sensors myself.
All right.
Oh.
This lady's savage.
And as you start your search pattern once more, you see her hands are just flowing across the controls for the sensors. Almost like she does this type of work for a living. And after 5 minutes, she says, "There's a spot there about 10 miles out." And she pings it on your map.
Excellent. Thank you. I'll take her down.
And a piloting roll to land this
I
sucker.
knew that was coming.
You got the critical failure out of the way.
It's out of the way, right?
It
That-
just paused
That
on
was
that
so
one.
close. You had to say something.
So
Wow.
the place where you have to land is in a sub-equatorial semi-desert region. The desert region itself is mostly composed of rugged badlands. So, like, think the badlands of North and South Dakota. So, very rugged, but it's still very dry, like a desert. And as you land the ship, Deal looks at you guys and says, "I will, of course, need all of you to come with us so we can spread out the gear a little bit. Nobody will have to carry too much, but we do have a bit of a ways to go, and 10 miles is unfortunately the shortest distance I could find."
All right. Load us up.
And I won't put the specific. It's primarily like sensor equipment and stuff like that, all very specialized equipment that as you guys are looking at it, you're, what does this thing even do type of equipment.
Can I try to tell what it does?
That would be a science check.
You know what? I'm going to try to figure it out too.
Oh, damn it.
Can anybody
Can
else make that
Ariel
science check?
do a science check as well?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Sweet nuggets.
that's
I
Star
ain't
Spangled
wasting a
Who's
minute.
What's It?
Yeah.
Do.
That's my
Ariel definitely knows what it is.
Damn.
All right, let me scroll back here. There's the piloting. All right, Lucia with a 3 has no idea. Mongo with a total of 1 also has no idea.
Oh no, I know. It's a Star Spangled Who's What's It.
Wisteria is just as clueless, coming in at a 3. However, as you're looking over this equipment and the names that they have on it, Ariel, it doesn't make sense. One of them is labeled an ether reader. Others are extra dimensional creature tracker. And just names like that make absolutely no sense. Because they're not scientific
things
at
she
all.
probably, so things she probably wouldn't believe in anyway. What exactly are we looking for?
We are looking for the Unity. There's equipment we need to take off of it.
What kind of equipment?
That is need to know.
The kind that you signed that you don't get to ask.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the Marine contingent comes along with you guys. She has 4 Marines that she brought, which was all she could comfortably fit in your ship with you guys. And as you guys are traveling, it's definitely not an easy task to cover this ground. Basically, overland speed is going to be as if it was difficult ground. So you guys are moving pretty much at half speed. And as you guys are winding your way through a variety of crooked ravines, everybody give me a site-based notice check.
Mongo is ready.
All right. Lucia's coming in with a 2. Mongo with a 10. Ariel with a 5. Wisteria with a 2. And Chappie
Is too interested in his own thoughts.
Chappie's like, I think I see Jesus in that rock.
So, Ariel, you notice something that along the top of one of the canyon walls, about 30 foot up, is something really weird looking. It doesn't look like it's natural. Mongo, however, as you were glancing up at it, you realize that's an Anouk skull that's up there.
Do I know what kind of warning that typically represents?
You would probably have to go up and get a closer look at it, because normally they would put like sigils and things like that on a warning of that type.
Okay. Would my binoculars be able to get me close enough without moving up there?
Yeah, I will give you that. The binoculars would let you get a better look.
All right. So I set down my stuff gently, pull out my binoculars, and zoom in.
As you are looking at it, these sigils are not like anything you've ever seen back on 1 for most of the tribes over there. And they also appeared to be scrawled in dried blood, both human and Anouk.
Anybody got any knowledge on 2 cultures?
Not on a living character.
I'm asking the Marines and Miss Big Deal over there.
The Marines are very diligent on keeping an eye out, and Deal looks over at you and says, why should it matter? If we encounter them and they attack us, we just remove the threat.
That is oversimplifying a much more complicated thing, but you're the one paying them. When you die screaming, It's not my fault.
I trust in my Marines. And as you guys keep going...
And I'm going to take a moment to kind of sketch out what I saw on that thing on my palm quarter for future reference. Because that screams warning to me.
And up here. All right. So as you guys are traveling down another ravine, this one has kind of a river running down the middle of it. Not very deep, but there is indeed a river running through it. And I just opened the wrong note as it's loading. Has it loaded for you guys yet?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Okay. The stream
Yes.
is just about to get
Ow.
it. There we go.
There it is. I see it.
Dog. Ouch. I know I
So
invited you.
as you guys are making your way down, I need everybody to give me a notice check.
And as we get stopped by this river, like, great place for an ambush. Just under my breath.
Finally, the dice don't fucking hate me. Corey, get down.
Chappie still doesn't see anything.
Where I'm at right now,
Still-
I'm like finally
She's
see
still
something.
thinking about that rock he saw Jesus in.
I need to move these guys.
Move what, guys? Because all I see is our friends.
Indeed, at the moment.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ariel is like too busy analyzing the local fauna,
It's very,
flora.
very different here compared to everything you saw on 1.
She kind of pulls out a notebook and starts taking notes and kind of like pokes it with the end of her pencil, like one of the plants.
This guy. Okay. So let me finish cleaning this up, and then I will look to see who is going to be surprised.
I don't think I am this time.
Oh, it's real easy. It's the doc and the chap.
I got a 10.
Right, and you're not the doc in this game. You're a doc in real life.
Oh, you mean they're the ones that are surprised?
You
Yes.
totally misunderstood it, yeah.
They're the ones who rolled lower than a 4.
See, your pregame not getting it is infectious, apparently.
Which
Clearly it is.
apparently in
In my
Savage
defense,
Worlds
I'm just kind of like tired, okay?
Adventure Edition, a 4 is the basic you need to roll for a success. Anything under that
Hey, roll to
is
notice
a
this.
failure. Aw, thanks. I know I'm number 1. See,
All
now
right.
that I've got a webcam again, you can get all of the snarky facial reactions as well.
So as I scroll back up here, we've got Chappie coming in with a 3. We have Doc coming in with a 2. Lucia with a 10. Wisteria with a 5. And Mongo with a 6. So that is indeed correct. So I will get the 3 who get actions. And then I will describe what's going to happen right after I do. Where is my token HUD? Did I turn it off? I think I did. Because there was an error that came out with the latest version of the core. I did turn it off. Let me fix that. Everybody's going to get a hard refresh.
We gonna get booted.
Okay.
The good news
But-
is that the stream is going to keep going, since instead of using Foundry, we're using StreamYard.
Right, we could keep talking shit while it's
Indeed.
rebooting rather than not hear anything. I like it.
So, all right. So the stream can see again. Oh,
Whee.
I'm going to remove that because that just chews up space. All right. There we go. All right. So Marta Deal is going to see if she notices this. And she is not surprised.
What about her high quality Marines?
Her Marines are going to get a group roll. Why? Oh, yep. They get a wild die because it is a group roll, and they are not surprised. So this is going to work out in your guys' favor for the moment.
Yay!
And I'm going to go back and attach the Marines to her. All right. And those of you who made that notice check, coming up to the edge of the ravine, as you guys are looking to both sides, down here and way up to the north, along the ravine edge to the north, you guys can see what appears to be a lot of Anuk warriors. And the problem that you notice is one, they are all riding some kind of mount that I will show a picture of here momentarily. And they are very angry looking. Now, Lucia, you notice that much like the Anuks on 1, they do have their classic stone weaponry. However, rather than having that natural gray to it that the Tannis rock that they use has, their weapons, the stone in their weapons, is black as sin.
Do I know what that is?
From this distance, you can't tell.
Okay.
And I will add the other 3 or the other 2 in once we hit round 2. But in the meantime, let's start this shindig.
Whew.
And starting out on the Ace of Spades, come on, move over here. Thank you. Is going to be this guy and his mount. Oh, damn it.
Is his name Lemmy?
Rushing down from the top.
I appreciate your Motorhead reference, Nick.
What is their pace? Okay.
What the shit crocolion is that?
Let me get the running bonus on there. All right, so he still has an inch of movement. So he comes rushing forward, and these things
Excuse
look
me.
like that.
Hey, that's a crocolion.
What is that?
A crocolion?
On your turns, you guys can attempt to identify them.
Okay.
I'm going to call mine Fluffy.
Yeah, my first thought was I want to tame it and keep it as a pet and a mount
love
for
it.
us.
It is my new favorite thing right now.
But I don't think Lucia likes animals as much as I do.
Probably not.
All right.
I thought you didn't mess with reptiles, or the fact that it has a mane classifies it up for you.
I don't vet reptiles.
Oh, okay.
10 and
I can
then
recognize a reptile.
Yeah,
I refuse
reptile.
to vet birds because they scare me.
Birds are also just really stupid.
I wanted to watch The Birds for Halloween with the Spawn, and my partner vetoed it.
How old are the spawn?
The one I really wanted to subject to it was the 10-year-old.
Of course.
I haven't actually seen that one.
You've never seen The Birds?
Oh my gosh.
Well,
You should
it.
watch
It would
that.
be like-
Oh, I already
I
have a
would-
bird phobia. That movie doesn't need to help that.
Yeah,
I would
that-
totally pay to watch her watch it.
right? Like, I want a group watch of this just so we could watch Danny watch The Birds.
Are we gonna stream it?
Yes.
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 You can
let's-
actually have it where you
we go.
stream like movies and stuff.
Let's get the rights, and we'll do a hit me with your one shot. Watch Dr. Danny watch The Birds just to see what happens.
Oh, you meant like
that would be
stream it
pretty
from, like,
awesome. Now, see,
Yeah.
the beauty is that we can watch it, and as long as we don't show it or put the sound on.
Oh, we could just have a reaction watch.
Exactly.
Yes. Just
I think I
Danny's
like that,
face
and then
front
just like
and center.
we can have it
Great.
live, and then like just like snapshot like the individual moments of horror from her
All right.
in a
This sounds,
compilation.
This sounds like a good way to boost things. And see, this is what we could do while James is, as Cheryl likes to put it, playing with himself. We can hypothesize ways to torment each other.
Poor Danny.
All right. So these guys up
These
here.
are the only birds I like.
We did watch Five Nights at Freddy's, though.
How was
Ooh,
that?
anyone?
If you've seen Willy's Wonderland with Nick Cage, that is a better Five Nights at Freddy's movie than Five Nights at Freddy's.
Aw, boo.
It
I
was
haven't seen
okay.
either one, but that disappoints me.
But Willy's Wonderland is fantastic. It is pure, uncaged, unhinged Nick Cage against animatronic death puppets.
Honeybee.
No, I think one of the better recent Nick Cage movies is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
I have not seen
watch
that
that
one
with
yet.
It's pretty good.
Did you watch that without me?
Oh, divorce.
Oh, here comes the divorce.
I'm very sad.
Yeah, because you were sleeping.
How dare you sleep?
So many guys to go here.
Right, that's why we're just bullshitting so that there's content.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
valid. All right. So you guys see to the northeast of you,
That's too many.
the first group
Four.
of four comes running.
The
Crocodilians.
first group?
The first group of 4. I love that.
I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that at all.
This is nothing. If you want to see death and dismemberment, watch Night Train.
Oh. I thought you were going to reference the other episode of this where Nick played those cards.
Oh, or the episode where the Warshket ran through.
Shut your fucking mouth hole.
That was also an episode of Carnage, and that other character that Cece played that I never knew her name.
You mean Sunny?
Again, Mongo never bothered to learn her name.
I mean, she wasn't there for very long before she died.
In game terms, she was there maybe a half hour before she died.
It was kind of pitiful.
We met her in a
It's okay.
hallway to kill undead things. And then we
It's
moved
okay,
along.
I wasn't particularly attached to her, but if you kill Ariel, I'll be like very sad.
All right.
Challenge accepted.
I shouldn't have fucking said anything.
I say, you
I
know this
should have
is a-
never said.
This is a Deadlands game that has dead in the name for a reason.
Not ruining my care for you, friend.
They do not call it a live lands. Is that
All right.
first group done? Is it one of our turns, or is
Nope.
it still?
I had to
Nope.
correct something.
No, there's 7 more groups coming out of the woodwork.
That
No,
would not surprise me.
Not 7.
Just
The
3.
way you said that.
Only 6.
There's one group for each PC of 7, and then 11 groups of 24 for each Marine. And
Oh, fudge.
We gon' die.
no, we're not.
We gon' die.
We didn't
James
die
is
when
gonna
we
kill
were
my other
surrounded
character.
If you've not learned to not get attached to your characters, you have
Oh,
not been playing this
one of
game
them-
very much.
Actually got into range.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Let's see what a Crocolion does.
As he, the warrior on top of its back, you see it's got one of the ataxes. Or not ataxis. It's got a chicotl, which is a cross between a sword and a battle axe. And as it gets closer, all of you can see that. And then you see it kind of light up with this sickly greenish energy, and then it begins to howl like the damned as it's swinging this
I
weird.
think player me knows what that is.
Is that a motherfucking ghost rock weapon?
Why is it not?
I'm gonna take one.
There we go. Ghost rock.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Oh, it said I had disconnected from the server. That's why.
Oops.
There we go. All right. So he is on an unstable platform.
Oh, thank God. Yeah.
What, crocodilians aren't stable?
No.
I mean, if you were a giant crocodile with a gangly mane and some dude carrying a screaming ghost rock weapon on your back, you'd be a little unstable too.
All
I'm
right, he did
unstable and
not
I don't
run,
have
but
those things.
as he swings, he misses, and then the monster that he's riding also tries to hit him. Hit the marine. Huh. Unstable platform is no longer one of the selectable things in better rolls.
Wacky. Time to
And both of
write an
them
angry
miss.
letter.
All right. The next guy. That would be these two. It's going to run.
Rut-row raggy.
And it is also going to come right up to this guy.
As much as I don't want the Marines to die in the first round of combat, because I need more meat shields around me, the smug satisfaction that Mongo is going to get when he looks at the big deal and says, "You were saying," it's going to be perfect. So there we go. I need you to take out just... Oh, no, that was a critical failure test. Never mind.
That was indeed a critical failure test. All right. So as we are getting closer, then we've got this guy here. Let me unhide them. Matter of fact, I should just because you guys can't see the ones at the top currently.
Oh, goody gumdrops. Somebody
All right.
actually get to go before the next batch.
So this guy is also going to run. And you notice that they're coming down the ravine with no problem.
Also, just diving into the river with no problem, apparently, too.
They are huge.
Right. That's why I want one. If they're
all right. And
trained,
as he gets to there, he is going to draw that other weapon. It looks like kind of a chunky discus of sorts. Oh, and
that's
it
my
is
new band name.
Also made of ghost rock. As it howls as he throws it. I forgot to take the -2 off that. So let me remove that or add that.
'Tis a miss, then.
It is indeed a miss. And then Lucia.
My turn.
These things are coming down from the hills, screaming like wild creatures. And it is your turn.
If I roll to see why the rocks are screaming, is that going to take an action to be able to attack them?
Yes.
I'm just going to attack them.
Only 4 groups of 4. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Way. I'm going to
make sure you target
that one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I don't know what that is. And we're going to shoot it.
Shooting the
Call
rider.
that a yawn.
With this one.
So make sure you click on the gray and choose your attack options. So full auto, single shot, or 3-round burst.
Oh, yeah.
because otherwise it goes on rock and roll all the time.
I have 2 3-round bursts.
One
On-
is the one with the bullseye is the one that adds the bonus to hit, and the other one is the bonus to damage. So you have to
Okay.
click both.
I have to click both.
If you're going to do a 3-round burst, yes.
Okay. I think I did that. Ooh,
Oh, look at you.
Ooh,
that's pretty shiny.
yep. As you run up,
Shh, go to
and
bed.
Corey is being loud.
Sorry.
It's
Nick's
okay.
putting her to bed.
Go ahead and click that raise damage.
Wow.
It hits him, and he is sitting in that saddle shaken. You only declared one action, so we'll move on to the next group.
All right. Let's see. Who else can we traumatize? Who else got some phobias we can watch movies with on mute and just get
10,
reactions?
11.
You mean.
Hold on, I'll move them up
I'm
to
just
there.
trying to.
You're a mean man.
I'm trying to get content.
Phobias,
All right.
but I do just love horror movies, so I would just be down to watch whatever you put in front of me.
Nice.
So he gets to there. And since he's so close, he is going to throw, or he's not close enough, he's going to throw his attacks at Chappie. Oh, now it has an unstable platform. What the heck?
Is an unstable platform just a situational modifier for ranged?
I think it is. But
Hold, please. I'll look at the book.
the beasties were running, so that was applying the running modifier onto their riders.
Right.
But yes, unstable is for ranged, I believe.
Why
Only.
are these two hidden? Nope, they're not hidden.
I'm double checking it while he continues to
Alright.
play with himself.
I'm really good at playing with myself.
We didn't need to know that.
Yes, it is ranged from the back of a mount
14.
is the unstable platform. So melee does not get it.
But they do get that run penalty.
Yep.
So he comes rushing in. He is going to swing his charged up Chikatl at that Marine. He is going to miss.
Mm-hmm.
And then his mount.
Don't talk shit. We talked shit early before, and then his dice turned around.
It's true. I should not gloat right now.
Do
And
not
missed.
talk shit.
And then the third guy in this group, his critter's going to run and gets 13 out of it. He is going to go right to there, rushing up towards Wisteria. We're going to do the mount first. So the mount has the ran penalty. Oh. As it rushes forward and it slashes its claw.
See, Danny, you talk shit, and now somebody's going to die. Holy fuck.
All right. Would you like to attempt to soak that?
Ow.
The answer is yes.
As it comes out with a 32 on the damage for a total of 6 wounds.
Gonna need
Hi,
to.
Wisteria.
Gonna need to soak a lot.
Goodbye. It was nice knowing everybody. I'm just trying to soak it. We're gonna see what happens.
Let's see. Anybody got anything that can help?
Oh no!
Amazing.
Oh, fuck.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Was that a crit? Oh. Oh.
That was a crit fail.
Click on that roll incapacitation button there at the bottom of the chat.
I'd be barking too.
Wow. It was nice knowing everybody.
The
My
good
next
news is,
character, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
well, calm down. You're not
down,
dead
it's okay.
yet. You are just currently bleeding out and incapacitated. However, you are picking up a permanent injury. As it just rips right into your chest, causing your guts to be broken. And what that is...
IBS, just for the rest of your life.
Oh, no, it actually reduces your agility die type by a step.
Ouch. Yeah, you've just...
Enjoy your colostomy bag.
All right. That takes us...
Gastric bypass the hard way.
No, truly, immediate gastric bypass. That's what I was thinking of. I was like, what's that called again?
Oh.
I'm sorry, Wyatt, that blows.
All right. This guy can run 16. He gets all the way to there.
Excellent.
And he sees only one guy that doesn't really have cover, so he is going to chuck his attacks charged up from an unstable platform that's been running. And he is going to miss. All right, that takes us to Mongo.
Oh, it's my turn? All right. Well, I'm going to declare 2 actions. The first of which is a frag grenade.
All right. Place that MBT. There we go.
Right there.
Make that roll. Don't forget your multi-action penalty.
2 actions. Rolling.
Ooh, coming up with an ace for a total of 5. Gonna leave it there?
Yep. No need to fish for anything.
All
And
right.
I've got all of them in it.
Oh, an ace came up there on that damage.
On the first one, yep. There's piles of dice flying across the screen. This is why I like grenades. I see another ace. Awesome.
Another
Ooh,
ace.
2 on that one. Or 1. It's hard to
All
tell.
right.
Here we go.
So one of them loses its mount. The other 2 mounts that you hit get away scot-free. However, all 3 of those warriors took some damage. So I think it is... Which mount is DED?
I believe it's this one right here.
The one with the bigger skull.
Yep.
So he has to dismount automatically. Actually, he gets an athletics check first to see if he is okay on his dismount. He is going to be okay, so he dismounts safely. Why is he not dismounting? There we go. And the first of those big critters, since they don't have anything that you guys can take, he is quite dead.
Excellent.
All right, Mongo, your second action.
Step over there. You don't shoot the intern. And we are going to, let's see, single shot on that one. 2 actions. Roll it. No,
That is a
we
miss.
don't like that. We don't like that.
Ooh, coming in with the Benny, turning a miss into a hit, no raise.
That's fine. There's a raise
Ace
on the damage.
And you knocked that guy out of his saddle.
And that is Mongo's turn.
So he falls off, and he is quite dead. Let's see. This warrior, he fell off. He's quite dead. Come on. This guy, he fell off. He's quite dead. So I need to turn those 2.
Need to take one of my
And item
grenades
piles.
off.
All right.
I need to invest in more grenades. They have been more and more useful.
And the last group running. They can go 13. There's the first 10.
So did Deal and the Marines get like a 2 for their action card?
Why is this guy? Yeah, they got a really low action card.
Okay, because I didn't see them on the list yet, so I was just double checking that they didn't get forgotten.
1, 2, 3, 4. Apparently, I forgot to mark these guys as writable. Get this guy back on there. All right, he still has 3 more inches to go. And he saw what you did, and he is going to try and hit you by throwing his axe. He is probably going to miss, but let's see what happens.
Ballistic protectionable?
In this case, no, because it's a blade,
Okay.
not a bullet.
Just making sure.
And he misses wide. All right, get him mounted up. And then his mount is going to take off running. 10, 11. He gets to there.
It's a little extra trot in there.
He's not going to do anything. That'll take us to the next guy. All right. 10, 11, and 12. And he is not close enough, really. So that takes us to the last of them. All right. He is going to run.
I really like how intense everybody got once the intern got wrecked.
10.
Nobody's talking shit.
Right?
We're all quiet, just waiting.
He, however, does appear to be close enough, so he is going to try and hit Mongo with his attacks. As it goes
Just make yourself a target.
through the air. And it is not a critical miss. And that is going to take us to... Hold on, is there one left still?
There shouldn't be.
Okay. I apparently moved him out of turn, but that's okay. Marta, she snarls an order at her Marines as she draws her pistol. And she is going to shoot the thing that is closest to her. She's going to shoot twice.
Ooh. Okay.
So her first
Kinda
shot.
liking Marta. Liking her even more now that I know she can shoot. Dang.
As she hits with a 13, and she shakes that big creature with her little FO or Mark IV FOP. And then she shoots at it again. Coming in with another raise on the hit. Oh, all 3 dice aced, and then 2 of the 3 aced.
She just used that first shot to get a bead and then drilled that sucker.
She did indeed, as another one of those big creatures goes down. Just
Note to self, don't fucking cross her.
Note to self, I think I'm in lust.
All right, so then we go to the first Marine. He takes aim at the big ol' riding creature next to his friend. Whoops. And he's got his HI damnation.
Oh.
He's got it on rock and roll. And he is only going to take one action.
All right, I'm going to need some of these Marines to drop. I want a damnation for the collection.
All right. So the first burst goes by harmlessly. The second burst hits with a raise. And that's going to take that sucker out. The third burst went into it and just chopped up the body more. That takes us to the second Marine, the one who had been threatened. He is going to drop back. He is going to take aim at the next mount. And he is going to fire on rock and roll. One burst hits. The other two do not.
Roll a second critical failure chance for that second one. As much as I don't want to see it go, I gotta
that is
spread
fine.
my love
And
both ways.
He does not cause any damage as the bullets ricochet off of those scales. That'll take us to the third Marine, who sees that his buddy is in trouble. So he's going to adjust this way. He's going to shoot the big thing. Also on rock and roll. These guys are spending bullets like mad.
Like people who don't have to pay for them.
Yep. First burst shakes the critter. Second burst does nothing. That third burst, though, was a hit with a raise. And it
worse.
Does nothing. But he did shake the creature. Which is going to allow his buddy to step back and only suffer a melee attack from the rider, who swings at him and misses. And so he decides to rock and roll on the rider. I said MUO. I think I got disconnected from the server for a moment. Let me refresh that on my end. All right. Oh, I know what we're missing. A little bit of
I say the epic battle music.
A little bit of heavy metal here. Looks like it did not start playing yet. So let's try that again. There it goes. All right. So this guy is going to shoot. Apparently. Let's see if this works. There it goes. Oh, as he comes in, two of the three hit. Or no, two of them have a raise. Sorry. Nope, one of them has two raises. One has one hit. And let's do the raise. Puncturing through, causing that guy to take 1, 2 wounds, and knocks him out of the fight. So he falls off of his mount. And did it take him out? I don't know. So I will know in a minute.
Shows him incapacitated on my screen.
All right. So that was the last guy. Then we go to round 2. Lucia on Queen of Hearts, you are up first.
You know what? No, I'm not going to spend a penny for a card. I only have 2 left.
I had to
Did
move
you
the
forget to add the 2 to combat?
Oh, thank you. And I will click draw.
Is it still my turn?
Draw.
Yeah,
Actually,
I was very confused why I didn't get to go. I was
it
waiting
is
this whole
Chappie's
time.
turn first. with the use of
Yeah.
diamonds.
All right.
Chappie gonna patch up an intern.
So I am within 1 inch.
Yeah.
So I'm within 1 inch of the Croca lion, correct? So he will get an attack on me if I move.
That is correct.
All right. We're going to have to do this in a couple steps here. We are going to do 2 actions this turn.
Okay.
The first action, Chappie is going to say a prayer, Dominus Vobiscum, and we are going to cast Divine Protection. All right. So
How
no
many
additional
people are you
recipients.
getting in this one?
Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Our party is what, 5?
Yep.
Yes. But
All
one of
right.
them's down, so you don't necessarily need to worry about them.
But I'm going to, because Chappie doesn't leave anybody behind. If he can get him up, he's still going to get it on him.
I know.
I thought he
So
was
that's
too
gonna-
old to get it up, though.
It's what Space Viagra's for.
So we are going to jack this all the way up. So no action selected. We are going to... let's see. 2 actions there. Additional recipients, so that's going to be 4 for additional
Yep.
recipients. 1 for more armor, 1 for more toughness, so it's going to be 6 additional power points.
So instead of armor, it'll provide toughness.
Correct. And I'm just hitting the +6 on the power points instead of trying to figure it out through the rest of it.
Okay.
All right. And we are going to roll.
Right now, that is a failure.
We will go ahead and pop our Benny on that.
That is still a failure.
Well, that's only going to consume 1 power point. So that kind of fizzled. He's kind of a little unhappy on that. But there is someone down, so he will take a... if I move right here, I'm still technically within the 1 inch, correct?
I can't see where you're pointing.
Oh.
Hold down X.
I will just go ahead and move there. So I'm technically within 1 inch of the thing and 1 inch of my ally, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
Look at you.
And
Active
then
movement.
we are going to let out another prayer, and hopefully the Lord answers this time with Non necessitas non exeris, which is going to be
Healing.
our lay on hands, our heal. And I don't need to do any extra here, but I do need to add the +2 from my, what do you want to call it? Oh, well, +2 -2, so it'll cancel out. So I can just roll that straight up then. Because I get the +2 from the edge, it gives me +2 out of my healing because it's not tracking properly.
That is correct. And that is a success, and you remove 1 of her wounds. And she is no longer bleeding out.
Appreciate
And
it.
now that she is stable, I will pull out my M21 that's got the bayonet on it.
All right.
And then I will good noodle.
That-
you good noodle for me.
Yep, that takes us to Lucia. Oh, I need to remove the big guys who are dead.
I keep accidentally hitting like what I need to unmute on Foundry instead of on StreamYard, and it is making me struggle. Anyhow.
But it's just a little handy dandy button on stream.
Yeah, but if I'm clicked on Foundry instead of in StreamYard, it's trying to bookmark Foundry, and that's not what I want.
Ah.
Let's see. I am going to target this particular gentleman,
Okay.
and we're going to shoot him again.
All right.
I was using this one, I believe.
Yep, you were
And
using the
I
M21.
boop, boop, boop.
Oh, that is a hit, no raise. Go ahead and click that damage. Oh, ace coming up on the D8. A second ace. It is going nuts.
Ooh.
24 total for 4 wounds, and you knock him right off of his mount. He'd be
Boom.
more this way.
Good job, Lucia.
I did things.
You did. Successful things, even.
I did successful things. Ezra, you are not helping me with the good noodle bit.
All right. Dr. Ariel. Pardon me.
Alrighty. It looks like we've killed most of the Nooks except for this guy over here, so I'm gonna go for him.
You're missing all of the ones to the north.
Oh my god, I totally forgot about the ones in the north. Let's go and get those. Let's do that. Let's get the ones that are about to attack us. I'm gonna get that one in the front there.
I mean, the ones to the south, you guys have handled pretty expertly.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I almost forgot I forgot to zoom out. That was my bad.
Well, that's because we always bring our sacrificial intern.
All
I'm
right.
not betting that.
You're our
So
Coulson,
the first was
Wyatt.
a 3, and then she bennies it and rolls a pair of aces for a grand total of 11. Go ahead and click that raise damage. That
I'm
is
already
enough to shake him.
Ha.
All right. You said this. No. That's not what I wanted to do.
I think that one right after Dr. Mate. There we go.
All right. Yeah, I've been trying to keep an eye on the initiative chart. Just that way I don't have groups that end up with no leader.
Right?
All right. Do you wish to move at all, Doc?
Nah, I think I'm good where I'm at.
All right. That is this guy, and his mount is going to come moving forward. He really does not like those Marines. So his mount is going to try and bite first. And miss. You know what? Let's throw one of these at it. Nope, it's still a miss.
It's an even worse miss.
And then the rider is going to use his Chikatl. He is doing it in melee. However, he is getting pretty desperate. So,
attack.
Oh, he hits with
Ow.
a raise.
Oh, desperate attack.
And he is going to cause a wound, and that Marine is going to try and soak it. And he succeeds. All right. That takes us to the next guy. His mount is going to try running. 11. So he's going to get to about there. And he's got friends in the way, so he's not going to do anything. The next guy, he is running. So that's going to be a total of 12 on the movement. That will get him to there. His mount tries to bite. That ran. Oh. That is going to be a hit. No raise. And that is going to shake that Marine. So the rider then tries to hit him with his Chikatl. and misses. That takes us to the third guy in this group, which I think is going... Was it this guy? Yep. So his mount is running. And he did need that run speed as he runs up to the next Marine. Tries biting. Misses, and his rider tries swinging his Chakotl at him. And is going to hit, but not with a raise. And does not punch through the armor. The last guy in this group also running, let's see, he can go 12. So he's going to get to about there. He sees Lucia, and he is going to chuck his attacks from an unstable platform with a running mount. He is going to miss. And then this guy all the way down here in the southeast. $14 gets him to there. So close. He has not used his attacks yet. He's going to miss. And then the next guy is going to attempt to break his shaken. He does. And he screams a battle cry. And the person he can see most is going to be Lucia. So as he runs up, he swings his charged up Chakotl and is going to miss. Mongo, you are in a target-rich environment.
I am, and I like it. 2 actions. First one, we're popping this guy. Pulling up the AK 2074. And you know what? I might not be getting paid, but somebody is on this run. They might buy me some ammo. Let's go full auto. 2 actions. Roll it.
Oh, there's an ace in there. All right. So out of that burst, why is there a penalty on the full auto?
I don't know.
As of right now, only one of those bursts hit.
Why is there a penalty on my full auto?
That's what I was going to pull up the Suede rules for. Make sure that I did that right. All right. Index. $127. Oh, nope. That's not what I was looking for. Shooting.
Because I didn't see the Marines get penalties for their full auto.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering about. 93. Rate of fire. Yeah, there's no... Not supposed to be a penalty on that, so let me remove it. All right, so that turns it into 2 successful hits. Go ahead and roll damage for that first one.
Excellent. I'll just click the damage button. Oh, bad damage. Try the second one. That'll work.
Shakes him, but he was already shaken.
Yep.
And he falls off straight to the back.
And then
your second action.
Moving to there. And it works so nice, we'll do it twice. Right.
Here comes the template.
There. Got him. -2 for 2 actions.
Oh, that is a miss.
No, we're going to Benny that one.
Turning that miss into a success, but not a raise.
That's fine.
And here comes a wall of dice.
Yep. I saw a raise on the first one.
So many dice.
No raise on the second or third. No raise on the fourth. No raise on the fifth. None on the sixth either.
All right. So one of those big critters
though.
Is shaken. Then we go to the warriors. He is shaken. He is wounded. So he is going to get thrown off. And then the last guy is shaken. And then, is that your turn, Mr. Mongo?
Yeah, I think I will use the rest of my movement and just kind of fall back towards defending the intern and the dock a bit more. And that is all of my turn.
All right. That takes us to the final group of Anuk warriors. This guy here, he sees what's going on. He is going to move straight up into melee with Mongo.
All right.
Didn't have to run. And the mount tries biting you first.
Okay.
He is going to succeed. Oh, this is going to sting.
Yeah, it is.
3 wounds from the bite. Are you going to attempt to soak that?
You know, I think I might. And no, I'm not.
And then his rider swings his charged up Chikatl at you. And he is going to hit, thanks to the gang up bonus that he has provided. But that doesn't get through your armor. That takes us to the next guy, who is going to move forward into melee with the Marine that is in the westernmost spot. And here comes the bite from the mount. It's going to be a miss. And then the swing from the rider. That is also going to be a miss. All right, and the last guy in this group, pardon me, he's going to move down. He cannot get into melee. And he threw his Chikatl or his attacks last round, hoping for a lucky hit. And let's see here. I don't know if those guys are in the same group or not. All right, then it is Dr. Deal and the Marines, and she is going to spin, target the Anuk most to the west, and she is going to... She is going to shoot twice. As she fires, the first shot hits. shaking the guy on the mount, and then her second shot. Almost forgot the penalty. 2 actions. And that's going to hit, but does not damage. That takes us to...
I would say, quick question.
Yes.
Did Wisteria get grouped with the boss lady?
No. Wisteria, she doesn't have a card currently.
Outside of initiative.
Mm-hmm. She is
Got it.
outside of initiative until next round.
Got it. I was just double checking.
This Marine sees your idea, thinks it's super, super swell. And he is going to... Why is it? There we go. Under his gear... Oh, those didn't come off as weapons. Let me fix that. All right, so he's got 1, 2 of those. 1 and 2 of those. Move, and I'm going to keep this open because I'll have to do it for every one of them. All right, so he... It's an MBT. Apparently I did not correct all of the weapons on them. So let's try that again. He is going to chuck it right there. And he rolls. That shouldn't be shooting. That should have been athletics, but it's the same die type. And done. There we go. Let's see what he does with his grenade.
Oh, he's doing some work. Definitely doing
some work.
Raises on the first 2 rolls, not on the third, not on the fourth, not on the fifth.
All right. So
but he took out 2 mounts and a warrior.
Why is that warrior suddenly invisible? All right. The next one. For some reason, he dropped.
Did he drop underneath his dead mounts token?
No, he dropped underneath the map layer.
Nice.
All right. That guy goes down. Okay. And then one of the warriors. Oh, he went down anyway. All right. That takes us to the next Marine who is shaken. He is going to try and break it. And he does. And he saw what his buddy did. And
saw what his buddy did. Come on now.
Oh, cancel. Open sheet. All right. 1, 2 of those guys. And he is going to chuck his as soon as I fix it. To be athletics and MBT. All right.
Everybody needs to get grenades and up their athletics. Let's just all use grenades. Oh, that was terrible placement.
Did not get all he wanted. So I'm going to shift it because he's smart enough to...
There we go.
Okay.
How does that not get... That should have gotten everybody.
Yes, it should have. There we go. All right, so he chucks. He's 6. That target number is incorrect.
Is it though, because he is in melee?
He is checking for a spot on the ground.
Okay, so then yeah.
And then damage.
Ooh, raise on the first one. Very nice. No raise. Double raise? Or no? I don't even know. The dice sometimes clap together so much that it's hard to tell.
Oh, that was not supposed to hit him. So I'm not doing that.
I'll take that out. He did a little bit of work.
This guy
One
gets
down,
shucked
two
this
shaken.
way. Shaken and shaken. All right.
It's a grenade party.
The next Marine, he's going to rock on that mount. He is firing on full auto. One of them hits. Let's see what happens with that damage. It is not enough to punch through. And that takes us to the last Marine, who he sees his buddies up there in trouble, so he's going to move up. And I am going to see what happens here. If I pull it off of your sheet, let's make sure it doesn't go anywhere. It did not. Perfect. All right, so he
Beautiful placement.
and
Got all of them targeted.
he rolls. He succeeds.
That'll work.
As explosions are going off left and right.
More raises. Oh, double raise. Triple raise on that one.
many
Whoever that
placements
got
on
hit
this.
is dead. Yay, warriors.
All
Both
right.
mounts shaken. Both warriors exploded.
All right, so let me pull those guys off their mounts. As he lands here. He lands here. And now I'm going to clear all of these. And at the end of the round, the riderless mounts are taking off.
Yes. Wait, come back.
No, I'm very happy about that.
Yes, but I want one.
I mean, they are really cute.
Come back, Fluffy. Don't you love me?
All right. Nobody there has...
I mean, in 2 rounds, we left only 5 of them standing. I think that's a pretty good day's work. Medic.
Just hope I get a higher card than you.
All right. Wisteria is just waking up, and we go into round 3. Because we're closing in on 2 hours.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do round 3 beginning next week.
I'm thinking, yeah, why don't we finish up this fight next time? Because you know what happened right there? Did you guys see that?
No, I didn't. I'm ignoring the fact that you have 2 Anooks that don't have cards.
Well, first, I'm making one of them the group leader there, so he's going to get to draw a card. And he stayed at the bottom. All right, so when we pick up in 2 weeks, they are going to get to lead things off with the Anooks having the red Joker. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we will see you in 2 weeks next time on Colony of the Damned. Don't forget, if you want to check us out, you can head on over to our website, scrolling across the bottom right now, knightsofthesmithdinnertable.com. And if you want to also help us out, and I mean really help us out, you can head over to our Patreon. You'll see that scrolling there on the bottom of your screen now, patreon.com/nightsmithgames. Every little bit helps. Every bit of money that we bring in helps us create a better show. That's how we were able to get StreamYard. StreamYard has definitely, in our experience over the past few times using it, has greatly improved our quality. And so any help that you folks can do to get us there is greatly appreciated. Also, check out our partners at arkhamforge.com and norsefoundry.com, where if you use the code KOTSDT on either one when you purchase something, you'll get a percentage or a flat amount off of your purchases. Thanks for watching and or listening, everybody, and we will see you in 2 weeks.
Bye, everybody.
See ya!
Keep it savage. This game references the Savage Worlds game system, available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle, and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. The Knights of the Smith Dinner Table logo, Colony of the Damned, and the Knightsmith Games logo are all intellectual property of Knightsmith Games, LLC.